Final few business studies exams coming up, and the easiest way to throw away grades is this comment that I hear all the time and see it online. There's just not time to read the resource. So I skip reading it and I just answer the questions so I don't run out of time. Okay, you might finish the paper, but you're pretty much going to be throwing away not only your application marks, but you're really going to miss out on the evaluation marks, and they're massive in the later papers of business studies. If you're not understanding why, here's a silly story just quickly to try and explain why that is such a terrible idea. So if I gave the question, should John expand his business? Now, if you haven't read the resource, you'd go, well, okay, I have to evaluate, I have to make a decision. And you'd say things like, well, if he expands, he'd have a larger potential market, and you maybe put a chain of analysis. You'd counter that by saying, on the other hand, he may have less free time because he'd be busier. Now, how do you evaluate that? If I ask you, are you passionate about whether John should expand there? How do you weigh those two things up? Well, I imagine, if you're like me, you got no idea because you haven't read the resource, or John doesn't exist. Who's John? Now, if I told you, if you read the resource and you didn't highlight it, but you pictured it, you imagined it, you understood everything. Well, if we read in there that John has a young family and his business involves traveling around the world a lot, well then suddenly you should be a lot more passionate about whether it's the right moment for John to expand. You'd be saying evaluative comments like, although it is going to enlarge his potential market, right now it's not a good time for John. He should spend some time with his children. That's evaluation. You're only going to be able to do that. You're only going to write with passion if you understand the case study. And that means reading it and drawing around, connecting with it emotionally. Silly stories, no highlighters. Good luck for your final exams.